What's good? What's good? There are multiple ways to make 31R. 31R? 31R? Yes. There are multiple ways to make 31R, and I want to tell and show what it is. So, you could make 31R by buying and 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R, and 5R. What you could do is you buy one, you buy another one, you increase size here, you increase size here, and you increase size here. 1 at 1, 2 at 2, 4 at 3, 8 at 4, and then 16 at 5. Believe it or not, this is equal to 31R. This is all up there. So that's your target up there. So if the market does choose to go up and up and up and then hit target, with you're able to trail your stop each R increment, and it goes up like that, and you increase size like that, you will never have more than 1 R of risk on, and you will either make 31R or lose 1R. That's one way to make 31R. What's another way to make 31R? I'll tell you. This is the other option. You have a zone. All right. You have this zone, right? And then the red line is your stop loss. And I want to show you this. This is interesting. And if the market goes back and forth, let's say it starts right here, and the market goes up, and then it goes down, so it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's what happens. Now, things can move sideways. I'll be honest, things can move sideways. All right, it's not unheard of. What I want to show you is that we can do essentially the same thing. We have one contract here we short, and we get out, and we get in for 2 contracts, and we get out. So, I mean, go long. So you flip back and forth between the two. My stop loss is on the outsides. So I go short, make it. Go 2, make it. Now I go 4, make it. Go 8. Nice, I make that. Now I'm risking 16. Kind of the same schedule as that initial trade. And now it goes lower, and I get out. That's it. That's it on the completion there, okay? That's one way to make 31R too. See, they're both equivalent ways. They both have the same schedule, risk, and reward. You're guaranteeing yourself to lose 1R in this campaign or make 31R. So there's options. There's options. So what I've been looking at is doing this example. And it has to do with position sizing, but position sizing cannot be the edge alone. We need some type of reason why we go sideways. We need some type of edge there, but overall, that's what it is. So I do have a back test of that, and I'd like to show you it. It's incredible. It's insane. And I'll be honest. I created this system. It's funny how this works. I created this system to do the opposite of what I just showed you. I wanted to risk 31R to make 1. Why would you do that? Because I was thinking that if the market goes sideways for a long period of time, then I would start that process and say, all right, it's gone too much back and forth. It's going to break out. And I'm just giving myself a lot more space and time for it to break out. So I'll double down after losing. Oh, I lose once. I lose twice. All right, now I'm risking 4 contracts. I lose that. I'm risking 8. Lose that. I'm risking 16. It's got to break out. Boom. Lose that. And I'm like, and I lose. And I lose a shit ton of money, 31R. And I just wanted 1R. Why is it this hard? And so I said, fuck it. I'm flipping this around. And I must say, most of the profit here, this is just each individual test on little filters I had. Each profit is profitable except one row. Pretty much every one. Oh, this one didn't do well. Almost every one of them did well. Almost every single row was profitable doing that. Doing the martingale to go sideways on the market, not to break out of the zone, but to go sideways on it, and increase size going sideways. That is profitable. That's what it's showing me. So this is going to be really interesting. Is this good now? Woo, that one didn't do good. Negative 1302. What is that? Negative 1302. How many trades? 211. That's not very good. No, 13,000. But I must say, that's the wrong filter to have on it. You know? That's just the wrong filter to have on it. There's so many. You should see the back test. You should see the chart. Wish I could show you. It takes forever to load, but the chart looks unbelievable. And I must say, I chose one out of all these back tests. I chose January through March to April because I only have 1 year of tick data. So I tested up until April, all the data. So I included low volatility and included high volatility so I could test on either. And I made my decision. I said, this is my filter. This is my filter. I'm choosing that one. And then I make my decision. That's why I only test one of them in May through August. And I said, fuck, screw it. That's the one. This is now my out of sample data. May through August is my out of sample data. I'm done choosing. I'm not judging based on these results. Meaning I'm not adjusting and testing and tweaking based on May through August because this is out of sample data. Okay. I did my analysis. I'm choosing this one. I choose you. I choose you. That's what I chose. And I made that decision. And it worked like a charm May through August. And the out of sample data worked like a charm. That means I did nothing to that. I did my analysis. I chose this one. This is the best idea. The idea, I don't want to give away these trade secrets, my friend. I'm already giving away too much, Holmes. I'm already giving away too much, Holmes. All right, I'll give you the secret. This is the last secret. And then I got to start being silent because I'm going to be rich, dude. I don't think so. Maybe someday. That'd be great. But the secret is it's slower than normal. We're betting on sideways movement. What do you expect? What do you expect as the filter that works? We're betting on sideways movement. It slows down right before it goes sideways. Isn't that insane? I was happy about this. I was like, yes. Finally, something that makes sense intuitively and it makes sense in the data. I'm like, when that shit is paired up, finally we have something. Because so often is the case, I think of something rationally, and then I test it and showing me the opposite. I can't even, it makes me just think like, what is going on? How can we make sense of all this? And when I see that, it makes sense. That's why I chose it. I said, fuck it. That makes sense intuitively. And let's test it on the out of sample data. Let's send it. This thing's locked and loaded. And it's proven itself right. So now I would turn that part. That would be turned on live. So I'm going to put that in the simulator portfolio. We're going to put it in the portfolio, boys. And I'll believe it or not, I tested it out today. If you look at today, which we're not going to be able to see. Well, I will show you. All right, hold on. Bear with me. This is going to be awesome. Bear with me. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It won't. I don't think it'll take too long. 2 days back. I don't need many days. Send it. What's wrong here, eh? All right. What's wrong here? Gotta show you. It's so dope. I tested it out today. If something's wrong, I don't know what's wrong with it. Here we go. So, I tested out today, and it worked. And I saw it work. And I said, like, wow, it's kind of fast today. If you haven't noticed, today was pretty fast. I tested this out today, and it was right here. It's right here. Oh, I don't know which one it was. It was this one or this one. Either one. Either one won, bro. No, this one didn't win, so it was this one. I remember this. So what happened was this thing is always trading under my circumstances that I give it, which in this case it's the filter's not even on right now. The good filter. Yeah, I could put it on. Whatever, bro. I don't really care. But I'm just showing you that this is what happened today, where we're betting on sideways movement. We're risking 1, we're risking 2, 4, 8, 16, and then we were supposed to win that last trade, but we didn't. So this trade we lost. This campaign we lost 1R, but this campaign we won 31R because no one knows we're heavy size, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. Nobody knows or likely cares that we have heavy size, and the market's just in a range. Like, why usually, the market's going crazy, or we're going to load the boat here. No, bro, the market's going anti-crazy. It's going back and forth, and we're just increasing, snowballing our position so large. It's like trailing your stop. It's like the parallel twin. It's like the twin, like evil twin, good twin, like freaking identical twins. This is the same risk profile. We're risking 1 to make 31 on a magnificent trail stop upwards, adding to a position, snowballing, trailing your stop. Traditionally, the evil twin is this shit where, bro, we're going sideways and we have the exact same risk profile. The market doesn't have to go anywhere. The market doesn't have to go that far, dude. The market doesn't have to go in a straight line. The market just has to go sideways. And we have the same risk profile. We're risking 1 to make 31, just like you. So I just love the idea of this. And it looks really, really, really good. It looks really good. I don't know the results of 2 days. I don't think that should be judged. Looks freaking good. I can tell you right now that's what the graph looks like for so long. That's why the results are so profitable. That's it. I mean, that's the move. How do I know it's profitable? Well, I tested this for how fast it goes. Not only that, I put commissions in, bigger commissions than I normally have, because I know this takes a lot of trades. This takes a shit ton of trades. A shit ton of trades. 900. So 500 in April. That should not be counted, meaning that shouldn't be average. May through August is how many months? May, June, July, August. That's 4 months, 1,000 trades. So whatever that is, 250 trades per month. Yes, it's relatively higher frequency. I wouldn't call it intermediate frequency. I would call it upper middle class frequency. Upper middle class. That's where we are. We're close to the sun, but we're not getting burned. I can tell you why. I tested the speed. I know speed of increments. I've been looking at increments for a long time now, and I know when it starts going more than 2 increments per minute, I can't keep up as a human. As a human being, I literally can't keep up. I've tried. I tried. I have my Dom matrix, I call it. On a prop firm, and I'm going back and forth. Yep. Orders in. Yep. Solid. And I can keep up. It's like a game. I can freaking keep up at about 1.5 increments a minute. Once it goes over 2 increments per minute, pass-throughs, it starts, I literally can't keep up. So that's the metric that I use to make sure it's not too fast. To make sure that these trades cannot operate when it's going that fast, because I don't want to include some bullshit, all right, in my back test. I want to include real shit, not bullshit. So real shit would mean if the market's not going crazy. So a lot of April was cut out because I have a speed filter on it, a capacitor, a resistor. Okay, that's what I have on that thing. That's important to know. That's very, very important. So the market cannot be going crazy. However, it can move. Like today was moving a lot. And it took a lot of trades, and it's fine. This is okay. This is doable. And you want to know why this is more realistic? I've done this again. The limit orders, this system is built off of limit orders. Here, limit. Limit orders cannot be filled. It cannot get slippage. Okay? Only positive slippage, which I have gotten before. So limit orders cannot have slippage. That's so massive. It's very important. And most of the time, this is limit orders. Okay. So yes, there might be slippage. I did not include slippage in this back test. However, what I did include was limit orders are only filled when the price goes beyond that limit order. So we cannot have the tippy top. Can't. Not possible. So here you can see it goes pretty damn close. Pretty damn close to this tippy top. The high is 93.5. I got out at 93.25. You might like, wow, you wouldn't have gotten filled. Bro, if the price gets a tick above me, it has to fill me because the market operates, it's lawfully abided to operate because of whatever Dodd-Frank or whatever bullshit that has passed. It's legally inclined to fill the best possible price regardless. So if I'm selling at 92.5 and it wants to, and someone's willing to, or someone's selling it at 93, you can't fill 93 before 92.5. You have to fill me. You got to fill 92.5 because there's a willing seller at 92.5 and you just skip over me like that. That's unfair and that's not right. And that does not happen. So if I put a tick under it, you literally have to be filled. So that's what I make my limit orders do. The limit orders have to go past me to fill me. So that again makes this system more realistic. So looks marvelous. I'm actually really, really excited about it. I'm kind of surreal. Like, is this going to work? No fucking way. No fucking way this works. Freaking way. No way. It can't be. It can't be. And I think I'm just kind of stunted from all the failure I've had to where I literally can't believe that it will work. I'm trying to find holes in this thing. The speed is there. The limit order is there. The commissions is there. Slippage. I don't know how much slippage is going to destroy it. It only trades during the day. And it doesn't trade when it's too fast and crazy. So, I don't know, man. It looks really good. I like the premise. Even though you are building this system to do the opposite, whatever, I'm fine with that that about face, my friend. And then not only that, but I do plan to run this as it was intended as well. I plan to have a risking 1 to make 31 element, which is this. This is the element where it's risking 1 to make 31, asking for sideways movement. I plan to, after that wins, I plan to risk it all again to make 1R. I plan to flip it and say, all right, I made my 31R. Now you can break out. Now I'm risking 1. Oh, lost, risking 2, asking for a breakout. So you can see here, and I'll be done after this. I'll be done. I'll show you that this goes up. I short, boom, long, boom, short, boom, long, boom, target hit. We just won. We won the game. We won 31R. What you can see there, that's one of these uprisings. If you can see this, we rarely won. We won 2 times. We won twice in this entire sample, I think. I don't know if this was a win. No, it wasn't a win because we lost the 16th. Remember what I showed you? We lost that one. So we won once and twice. We won twice, dude. We won 2 times. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it is. That's insane. So wild, bro. Wild. Why? Because we make 31R. If you can see by the trade list, let's just look at the trade list. You make 1, you make 500, you make 1,000, you make 2,000, you make 4,000. Boom, you lose 8,000 because that was your last trade, and that was the one that sunk lower like that. It was all the way up. We were going to get one more uprising, but we did not. Unfortunately, that last trade lost. That's what happens. That's all right. You lose $500 easily. But bro, if you win one, you win 8 grand plus 4, that's 12, plus 3, that's 15, plus 5, that's 15,500 in one trade. Yeah, you lose $500 all the time. 15,000 in one trade. I can tell you right now, if you have the opposite system, it's so devastating. These losses of 15K, it's just, you can't run a system like that. It's just so hard to beat that game. Now we're riding with that current. We're like, well, we got the strength on our side. And once we win, if we do win, we allow ourselves to risk more. And we're risking 31R now. So we won this trade. This rectangle is ours. We have claimed it. We have just won 31R from this. I'm not done. I'm going to risk 1 to break out now. I'm going long now. We lose. It goes down. It goes down. Okay, now we're risking 2 to go short. We lose. Okay, now we're risking 4 to go long. Boom. It comes back a little bit, but it comes out. Boom. We won 4R. We had lost 3. Now we're up 1R. So in that whole sequence, yeah, we make 32R. Seems like a lot of work to make 1R, but I can tell you right now, it's very, very, very likely to win 1R. You can see that when it's not going straight up, it is going down slightly, always slightly going down, always slightly going down. And it's designed that way. It's designed in a way to guarantee you 1R. Otherwise, 31 in the opposite way. So I like the idea of a jab and a punch, a jab and a punch. Every system I create, I'm looking for ways to jab and punch in the same system. That's the way I like to do it because it balances out your win rate a little bit more. It's not one dimensional. It has some balance to it. And quite often, if we're narrowing down on one specific idea, most of the time we discover the bad parts of the idea in which we can short and fade. And that's where I see here when the market is fast compared to normal, it just picked up. Speed just increased by 25% in the past 10 minutes. You don't want to go sideways now. And the data shows you don't want to go sideways now. So the idea is that happens. We just catch the signal to start breaking boxes, bro. We're just starting to break boxes out here. We start just breaking boxes. And I can tell you right now, in 4 months, you increase your profit by 77 grand. And that's in addition to your 175 grand of your sideways movement profit. So you're betting on both. This, in my opinion, is sophisticated. It's fucking dope. It's intuitive, meaning it makes sense. Just in common sense terms. Well, it slows down, you go sideways. When it speeds up, you fucking go for breakouts. It's data backed. It's 100% data backed. 100%. It has risk capacitors on it if it goes too fast. We'll include daily loss limits. We'll include trade count limits. We'll include monthly loss limits. I have all of that already coded in one of my systems so I can carry that over here. So what we see is we can design a product that is fan-frickin-tastic. I'm telling you right now, fan-frickin-tastic. Yes, you need a shit ton of money to do this, but I'm going to test this in micros, and we're going to work in micros, bro. We're just going to work in micros and show this base in increasing. We're going to show this working. Live money micros, and then we can market this somehow. I don't know how. We can market it and see what the hell happens. Because if it starts working, the dream is to obviously, I would market my program. I would talk to people. I would try to do something here, possibly door to door, possibly. And how I would do it is partnerships. They're part of the LLC. Their name is written with me, and I'm just the operating manager. That's all. We're equal. And that's what I would do things. That's how I would do it. And I would have multiple members in the LLC. Yeah, of course. And that's what I would do. Swindling? I don't think it's swindling. I'm not putting myself out as a professional. I'm not advertising as a professional. This is just a business. You can build businesses with people all the time. Landscaping businesses, painting businesses. I just happen to be in the trading business. So if you want to sue me, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would put it. Like, go ahead. Okay. First of all, I have nothing to lose. Second of all, I'm just doing what God has told me to do, bro. I'm just chasing what I think I should be doing. So I don't think I'm in the wrong at all for creating an LLC. I don't know legally if that's correct and shit like that, but I don't want to be regulated. The regulations stunt your growth, bro. So much money to start up a fund. Are you kidding me? How is a thug supposed to do that? I'm just a thug, dude. There should be thug funds. Yeah, and you know what's funny? If you do start up a fund, a CTA, which is my dream, bro, only rich people can invest in them. Net worth over $1 million without your primary residence. Are you kidding me? What the hell is that? Why can't a normal person invest in a fund? Why can't a normal average person invest in a hedge fund? Does anybody know? They can invest in mutual funds. Mutual funds can't even go short. You are locked in long. All average people, normal people, can't go short unless they do it themselves on their own brokerage, which no one fucking knows how to do. You know, older people don't and stuff. They can't get access to alternative investments at all. Not even alternative. You can't even go short. Like, whatever. They're under, it's just the way the regulations and everything is set up is bullshit. In my opinion, it's bullshit. So, yeah, that's about it. That's a little bit of the dream that I'm thinking. Oh, man, how do we put that into purpose? How do we actually put that together? I'm doing this part of it, all right? Once I get this part of it going, maybe we can move on to the next part of it, which is marketing, which is building a company, a fund, or some type of business plan that is somewhat legally abiding. I don't want to freaking break the law. And I know finance, there's so many regulations because it's dealing with money. The idea is just starting a business with someone else. My investor is my partner. I just happen to be the person that is operating it, managing it. So I don't think that's illegal, and it shouldn't be illegal. I would argue that. Like, why can't we do this? What's the difference between trading a system, an automated system, pushing play on this, and, doing some other business? This just happens to be my business. Like, there's investors that invest in all types of things. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I think once you hold yourself out as in the public sphere, put a billboard out and you say you're a financial advisor, that's when you get in trouble. For me, I would just say, like, let's be partners. I have this idea. Let's do this thing. This is my results in the live setting. This is my account then. This is my account now. This is what's happened. This is my broker statement. This is the system that's been working. I have a pulse on it. And it's working great. It's living and breathing. I think we should do something here. And that's how I would put it. So that's the dream. It's kind of interesting to just speak about it, put it out there, and hopefully it starts becoming more and more real each day. I know it is. Every time I do this, I daydreamed of creating this system, this algo, and the way the boxes are on here the boxes are doing exactly what I want it to do. It really is cool to see it all come together. Not only that, but the results look fantastic. So it's still very early. I just tested this today, so I can tell you right now, I've been happy about things before. So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Let's put this in the simulator tomorrow and let this thing operate. And let's back test a little bit more to add that risking 31 to make one component to it. It seems like when it speeds up is the time to do that. But we have to wait, we got to do some more testing on that to add that component in. But this one is ready. And by the way, I haven't even tested it from August till now. I haven't even tested this till August. All right. We've been here for 34 minutes. We're going to be here for another little bit. We are going to test it. I'm kind of worried. I don't want to test it. Why? Are you scared? You scared, bro? What difference does it make? Well, what difference does it make is because I can't test it anymore. If I see a negative result, I'm going to look back and like, okay, what can I tweak? What can I change? This is meant to be out of sample data. This is out of sample data. So I can't test this until I'm 100% confident and comfortable with this as my system. And honestly, because out of sample data is precious. When we're testing, out of sample data is precious. We don't want to touch that. We don't want to use these tires on the new ground over there. We don't want to, it's like a blank canvas out there. We don't want to make tire marks out there. I don't want to touch that new land until I am comfortable with the system. So unfortunately, I'm not going to test it. Sorry about that. I need to add daily loss limits in, trade count limits possibly, and then a monthly loss limit. And at that point, we are very, very confident in risk being managed. And at that point, then I can launch it in the last 3 months of the untouched data, which is September till now. 3 good months. So, 3 good months. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Don't steal my system. Don't steal my system. Don't steal my system. It's all right. The way I think about it, I'm like super cocky, super arrogant. I'll just find a new one. Like, I'm training the skill to be able to find these things and to creatively put these things together, and the analytical skill to program it, to run it, to test it, to do all of this. I am creating myself as a weapon here. And so, yeah, I give away a free weapon. I don't think it matters. Not only that, but it's very difficult to put into practice. So it's probably not going to do anything anyways. But, when you do create something, you don't want to give it away. I think everybody has felt that before. So we'll see. I don't know if that's going to be the case here. But it looks freaking good, bro. So that's it. Appreciate it. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. All right. Peace.